Your subconscious mind might have a very good reason based on its own clear logic to keep you overweight or addicted or keep you from driving or riding an escalator or succeeding in life. Want to find out what that reason is? Hello everybody, I'm Roger Simpson, clinical hypnotist at theflowcenter.com in Dallas. You can reach us at theflowcenter.com or hypnosisoverthephone.com or at my private number 214-699-6627. In the last couple of episodes, I went into a little detail on why people usually fail to lose weight on their diets. One main reason was how your body adapts and gets used to the new diet and then tries to maintain your former weight, and then some. And another reason was that using conscious willpower seldom works because the subconscious is so much larger and powerful than the conscious. And you are forcing your willpower, that is your captain, to do the work of your subconscious mind, which is your crew. Today I want to dig into reason number 3, and that is that your conscious mind might have a very good reason to want you to stay overweight. When you are younger than, say, 9 years old and your mind has no adult critical filter, like a gateway or the judgment, has no judgment on what comes into it. You take in a lot from your parents, TV, even your self-talk that is said in an offhand or meant to be funny way. Your young, impressionable, and quite literal mind takes it as gospel truth. As applied to an excessive overweight condition, you might have heard your parents say, "Eat everything on your plate," or "Don't you want to grow up to be big?" Your unconscious mind, which only thinks in present tense, still to this day applies the order to eat everything and wanting to be big, especially if your parents said it several times and with a lot of emotion. "Oh, he eats so much, he's eating us out of house and home." And that only reinforces the command and puts a lot of guilt firmly in place. It's not your fault, your parents that is. It's just how we all are. Some other situations are more insidious, like the child that is sexually abused and maintains a lot of extra pounds as an adult. Because in the Pretzel logic of the subconscious, being overweight makes the child, now an adult, unattractive and repels anyone else that might possibly abuse the adult child. And the weight stays on no matter what the adult wishes, consciously anyway. It's not your fault. Our cat, for example, is primarily an outdoor cat, and in the winter she gains weight and then she loses it in the spring to be skinny in the summer. But we also notice that she'll put on a few extra pounds when a new cat challenges her territory, beefing up to defend her territory. Or if it's a much bigger cat, she'll slim down so that she can run and get away faster. I don't think she does this consciously. And neither do most people stay overweight on purpose when they know that they would be happier and healthier without the extra poundage. Now, Milton Erickson, the famous hypnotherapist of the 20th century, maintained that the subconscious always protects the conscious. That's why traumatic events and attacks are sometimes squelched down into the subconscious memory, and the person does not really remember them or is quite detached from them consciously and emotionally. But these events, these mental, spiritual, and emotional scars, breaks, trauma, also show up or manifest in the physical, quite often in a sort of clear logic if you frame it from the right perspective. In the case of being overweight, it can quite literally be called pretzel logic if your main uncontrollable Jones happens to be pretzels. I love pretzels, extra salty ones. Okay, delete. I maintain my weight and I honor my body, and I will eat a carrot or an apple instead. So, where was I? Oh yeah, the overweight person that comes to us does not have to know what traumatic event started the eating behavior in the first place, and neither does the hypnotist. We believe that every resource to fix the mind, to heal the emotional, mental, spiritual, or physical trauma associated with the issue or behavior that the client wants to change, well, that is all in the client's individual subconscious. The subconscious can therefore be directed to heal itself, to identify the past trauma and come to terms with it. The hypnotist really does not have to know much about the trauma, and neither does the client. Or the client can agree to have the subconscious reveal the details at a later time when the subconscious feels that the conscious mind is able to handle the details. Once the triggering or original traumatic event is dealt with and resolved, and all the parts of the mind are in harmony, in agreement as to the best way to protect the conscious person, it becomes a lot easier for the client to follow their new eating plan and target and hit the mark, the desired perfect weight. This, of course, works with putting down tobacco or any substance for that matter, changing any fear response like fear of heights or driving or flying or elevators, or increasing motivation for success in business or athletics or academics or sex or relationships. This is Roger Simpson, clinical hypnotist for theflowcenter.com in Dallas. You can reach us at theflowcenter.com or at hypnosisoverthephone.com or at my private number 214-699-6627. Come and see us soon and live your life in harmony.